The CS market has absolutely been blowing up again. It's pretty much on par with what we saw just a few weeks ago. I'm surprised we haven't seen double-digit gains in a single day. We're getting very close to it. Pretty much everything is up again. Today I want to talk about what you should be doing, if you should be rotating out of certain items to put the money somewhere else, but let's get into all of it. But yeah, I'm just going to scroll through some of this first, just show you guys ridiculous amounts of gains. Some of the high tiers are kind of just staying at these prices, which is why I personally just try and invest in cheaper stuff. Usually, one exception to this I made recently is buying the AK Gold Arabesque. I bought this thing for like $4,400. I'm up like $1,000 on it already. It's, let's check the buff price. CS Float is like 5,400. CS Money Market is like 5,200. Either way, I bought this thing not too long ago, somewhere in here, and it's up $1,000. It's ridiculous. And I mean, obviously it is looking a little parabolic, but it's not like a one-day move like we saw before in the market. Like, look at this. That's literally like a 3-day move, actually. Peak was 1 day, but it's looking a little more stretched out now. At the same time, I am going to sell this thing if it gets to $6,000, and I can find somebody that will buy it for $6,000 simply because I'd make like $2,000 in a couple weeks on it. That's just me playing safe. As for the rest of the market, I'm still a big fan of the long-term items, just your normal play skins. I recommend holding on to them. I still think they're going to do ridiculously well. And there's just so much to cover, I don't even know. I'll get into cases as well. Let's not look at the AK Redline. One interesting thing with cases right now, and I don't even know what you want to, I guess, blame it on, but the case market is absolutely just blown up again. Something I said on God knows which channel, God knows how long ago, was that if clutch cases got to $1.50, I'd probably be selling them again. But the thing is, this time around, once again, the move's a little bit more spread out. It's not like a 2-week move like we saw here. It's like slowly building up to it, which I really like to see in the market. As you guys, if you guys have watched my videos before, you'd agree. I don't like seeing these super short moves because they almost always retrace. When it's slow like this and slowly gets more and more parabolic, it can have like one of these blow-ups at the very end of it, and then it retraces. I think the clutch case could easily get to like $2 if it continues on this path and doesn't have a, you know, really strange pullback. I don't think it's going to happen just yet. I still think we got a little bit more juice in the engine.
This video is sponsored by Skins Monkey. If you've been looking to trade out your old boring skins for new ones, Skins Monkey is the place. By clicking the link in the description, you'll get a 35% deposit bonus when depositing with cash and crypto, and up to a free $5 bonus on your first trade. So be sure to click that link. Skins Monkey also has the freebies tab where they run 24/7 giveaways that are completely free to join with crazy skins. And if you're looking to actually get your hands on some good skins, Skins Monkey is the quickest way to do it. So be sure to get that free $5 and 35% deposit bonus now, trading your CSGO skins with that link at the top of the description.
So I think I'm going to hold these for like $1.70 or something. Obviously, the Steam market tax makes it a bit of a pain to sell these. I'm not even sure how I'm going to sell them. I'll probably bulk sell them on the Steam community market and then buy a nice skin, and then who knows. Either way, I still think cases got some room to run. We could look at the CS20 case as well. $2.26 for this thing. And it's holding up really well so far, which is what I like to see. It's been here for 12 days at this point. Don't really have any desire to sell these. I've got well over 1,000 of them. I think like 1,500, 2,000, which is great. And I love those cases. I bought them at like 8 cents on God knows what site, but it was pretty good. Now, as for skins, jeez, there's just so much to cover. I don't even know. A lot of the things that crashed in price, specifically gloves, have bounced back exceptionally well. We'll look at the superconductors here, which are of course in the glove case. These are minimal wear. They're kind of consolidating at this level. I don't even know if I want to say surprisingly, but they are so far, which is really good to see. And the reason I don't really say it's surprising is because the glove case, which is not on the front page for some reason, is like $19. Yeah, $18.65 right here. I thought this thing was going to pull back massively, but it hasn't. It's been consolidating as well. And I think as long as this thing maintains its price, which it really does look like it's going to right now, I mean, you don't typically see price action like this in the market, and then it comes all the way back down. It's like, I guess we kind of saw something similar here. It dropped like $2 here, but then started consolidating, hit us with another fake out, but then just consolidating. So maybe it's too short to tell, but maybe it could come back to 15 bucks. Either way, it does look like gloves are going to hold up really well. At least the glove case gloves are. And the case is doing really well too. I think the only thing that could change this, and I've said before, is if we get new gloves released. But once again, we have no idea if that's going to happen. I've said before, me personally, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to risk $8,000 on a minimal wear pair of gloves and then new gloves get released and they possibly crash in price. But I have said if new gloves do get released, you should probably buy the dip on those old gloves in the glove case, depending on how severe the dip is. I think it will be a pretty severe dip. Now, as for just normal play skins, I guess, the Karambit Doppler, I've said I've sold this thing at 3,600 a bunch of times. It peaked at 4K. It was a very quick move. It's consolidating again. It looks fine. It looks like a fine skin to buy here. The price is consolidating. All of the cases have gone up so much in price, which surprisingly makes it, reasonable to pay $3,000, which sounds absolutely ridiculous. Am I going to buy one here? No, I prefer stuff like the Gold Arabesque that I talked about earlier in this video that's super high tier and can blow up a lot more in price. But still, it's just good to see that. A lot of the old play skins as well that are just in miscellaneous cases that aren't dropped anymore, and I've covered this a few times as well. Wow, they're actually down in the past 24 hours and the past week, which is surprising. But up over the past 60 days, as I've covered a million times, factory new versions of these skins do a lot better than the other conditions. That's why I bought a factory new Gold Arabesque. I could show you guys those percentages as well. The factory new one outperforms all of the other ones pretty significantly. 20% from the minimal wear one, 40% from the field tested one, and I don't really ever buy souvenir or stat track skins or anything like that. They're just harder to sell. They have stranger price action. They're less liquid, I guess we could say. The market cap of just this factory new one is 14 million. Where is this? Souvenir factory new is only 770,000. So they're just more liquid. There's way more of them out there. It's easier to sell them. It's easier for them to move in price. Along with the rest of the market. They're just good. I like to own factory new skins, and if you could afford high tiers in factory new, I do recommend it. But as for the market, one thing I would say, and it kind of pains me to say this, but it's like with the clutch case and the CS20 case, part of me wants to say you can sell stuff like that and invest in the rest of the market. But the thing is, the case market's been doing so well that I don't even want to say that. I would just say hold on to your cases for now. The CS20 case is a bit weird because the classic knives, last time I checked at least, aren't really moving in price at all. Like, the cases jumped up massively, but the classic knives, it just shows how little demand there is for them. Like, there's no reason to unbox a CS20 case, I'll be completely honest. The classic fade, that one's minimal wear, but they're probably only like $500-600. It's just, it's not great. And I'm honestly pretty shocked that case is at the level it is at now, and it's holding up so well. Can it get to $3? I mean, simply because the case market is so stupid right now, it can. But I mean, once again, I hold like 1,500 of these cases. There's not very many out there, but it's one of those weird exceptions because the rest of the cases have their knives and gloves blowing up. The CS20 cases, honestly, one of the only cases that does not. So, to be honest, I would say it wouldn't be a horrible idea to like sell CS20 cases here and just, put the money into something else that's doing well for the long term. But the case market is so stupid that the case could very easily just double for no reason. I mean, we have field tested gloves at $5,300. It's just insane. So either way, I mean, I don't really care. I have 1,500 cases, but if they drop like 50 cents in price each, I don't really mind. I'm just in it for the long term. If you guys are trying to do the safe thing, definitely take profits along the way. If you want to put money into crypto right now, I think that's a great thing to do. I have a lot of money there, and I did sell some skins during the last peak, like my Karambit Doppler, to actually buy the Gold Arabesque during the dip, but also put some money in crypto as well. So I would just recommend that. If you're big on crypto, you could put some money into Bitcoin, Ethereum if you want to sell your skins. But beyond that, I mean, just take profits, be safe. Long term, I still think the market's going to be absolutely incredible, and nothing really even specific I want to go over in this video. Could just see things are holding up really well. But if you want to take your profits, be safe and do it. Either way, check out the sponsor, link at the top of the description. Thanks to them for sponsoring, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.